man, the hypocrisy of some of these YouTubers is, well, I can't say unbelievable from my end because I've always pretty much known, bro. And now you've got some people that are exposing themselves because they're quick to try to deflect and say, oh man, I can't. Well, first they'll start with, no, I don't have an opinion on this, man. I can't talk about this, which are the same guys who are the ones that will always jump on and say they're content creators. They'll talk about Swifty Blue. They'll talk about Bozo. They'll talk about Lefty Gunplay. They'll talk about Wes Watson. They'll talk about all kind of black politics. They'll talk about everything and anything. But now all of a sudden, a YouTuber who is part of the same realm, who got a 16-year-old girl pregnant when he was 39 years old, all of a sudden this is too touchy to talk about? No, it's that you guys are some straight cowards. How are you going to sit there and not simply say, I am not messing with this guy? What he did is absolutely wrong. Well, you know this or that. Nah. And then to try to deflect and say, Blue Devil should never brought those kids. Well, those kids that you're calling kids are actually older than the victim and were older than the victim when that happened. So when Daniel put her on, you should have said, oh, Daniel shouldn't have put that kid on, because that girl is younger than Daniel's sons that are talking about him. And you guys aren't talking about how Daniel's just a horrible father, man. This is all comes in making of that man having so many kids, not taking care of his kids. I feel bad for those kids, man, because as much as this guy talks about, how you should treat ladies and how you should act and how you should conduct yourself, and how he's that preacher in the corner telling you what to do back in the days. Hey, homie, you should do this, that. And then he's in the corner slamming dope. And instead of slamming dope, he's slamming little girls, man. And guys who are supporting him and not being simply to say, you know what? No. Answer that question. If that was your 16-year-old daughter that got pregnant by a 39-year-old cholote that already has 8 kids, are you going to be okay with it? And don't give me this that, oh, well, my daughter wouldn't. No. Would you be okay with it? Absolutely not. These are facts. Absolutely not. And stop calling his sons kids, homie. They're in their 20s. They're older than the victim. And there is a victim in this. It's a 16-year-old girl. But you guys are trying to divert from that, go left, go right. No, there's no ifs, ands, or what's about it. And as far as bringing his sons into the pictures, that was Daniel's making. You better go watch that 2-hour live he did. He brought his kids up. He smutted his kids up. He smutted the kids' mothers up. I'm watching this. I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's really trying to smut up his own children that he never really raised. He had them as homies. He had his own daughter lie to one of the girls and say, hey, say this is Daniel, his other son's baby, so she would have known he had another baby. This fool's out there making all kind of kids with all kind of women and not taking care of them, brother. He is right about one thing. He is the seed, and that's all he is, because he is not a father. He is not somebody who should be looked up to. He's not somebody that we should put on higher standards. He's not righteous. And anybody who says, oh, trying to defend the guy, you're in the same boat, man. This is undefendable. 16-year-old with a 39-year-old. Get that through your head. It is undefendable, especially coming from a guy who tries to speak so high and tries to judge everybody. Be careful how high you get on that horse, because one day you will come toppling down. We're out, man.